Welcome to the Parenting Roundabout Speed Round, where we answer a quick question every Wednesday through Friday to keep our group chat fun going all week long. So we are a geographically diverse podcast. We represent the East Coast, the West Coast, and the Midwest, all of those things. But we wanted to ask today, what is your favorite U.S. city, whether it's one to visit or, where you maybe wish you lived or could live. What's your favorite, Nicole, as an outsider?
Well, I don't know if I'd want to live there, but definitely in terms of fun to visit was New Orleans. So, and I haven't been to many American cities. I mean, I've been to a handful, not as many as what most Americans I'm sure have been to, but the one that stands out is it's just such a fun, vibrant place. It's interesting history, and I don't know if either of you have been down there, but I would definitely. It's a city that I would go back to again and again. It's pretty cool. So yeah,
nice. How about you, Terry? Do you have a favorite?
I don't think I have a favorite. I have kind of a love-hate thing with cities. It's fun to go in and do things in them, but they also make me a little nervous and overwhelmed feeling. So, I don't know. I mean, New York City certainly has lots of things to attract it. When I go there, I, enjoy the things I am doing there, but, it's expensive and sometimes difficult to get around and certainly expensive to get into from where I live in New Jersey. And I liked Kansas City quite a bit when I lived there, but I don't have any really specific memories of the city as a whole. I mean, there was an area I lived in called Country Club Plaza that was a really cool place to live with movie theaters and restaurants and stuff. But I don't really think of it, have specific memories of it as a city. Los Angeles is such a sprawling thing that it's...
Is it a city?
Yeah, it's hard to... There's a quote from a book that was something like 100 communities in search of a city.
Yes.
It's, so there's again parts of it that are quite cool that I enjoyed going to, but but it's still so spread out, so it's such a chore. So I'm not really, I guess, a big city lover person. I enjoy specific experiences in them, but I don't know that I would say I have a favorite. I don't know. Do you have a favorite, Catherine?
I think it's New York. I lived there for several years, and then I lived right outside New York City. And the thing is, when I first was finishing up college and thinking about where I was going to go and what I was going to do, I wanted to work in magazines. So basically the deal was I was going to have to go to New York, and I really, really resisted. I had gone to college in Philadelphia, and I liked it there, and there were people who were staying there, and I had a lot of friends who were moving to the DC area, and I was like, can I go to one of those places? Like, do I have to go to New York? But then, of course, I did end up in New York, and eventually I really grew to like it. And, I think partly it's like that, almost that like street cred thing. Like, yeah, I've lived in New York. Right. I know where things are. I know how to ride the subway. Like, I'm cool. But yeah, it's. I used to live on the Upper East Side, and I would get to walk through Central Park all the time. And and then later I worked down in Soho, and that was fun. Being in a totally different neighborhood that's a lot more interesting than Midtown. And so yeah, I miss being there, I would say.
Yeah, I think when I was younger, I dug it a lot more. Yeah. And if I had lived there, I probably would have a much stronger feeling about it. But just always, I did work there for a while, and so I was in the city quite a lot. But it's just the whole commuting of it, you never really feel like you're part of it. And there's always, at the end of whatever you're doing, there's a long, uncomfortable...
You're right. There's a journey that's going to happen.
Yes.
Right.
But yeah, if I had been in my 20s, I had gone and lived there, I probably would have had very strong feelings about it. Now I'm old and lazy and would just as soon not bother.
I would still like to live there later. Like, I think it is a great place for like retirement time, in terms of access to so much. And you can walk and take public transportation everywhere, and you can get everything in the world delivered. But, of course, you need to be a bajillionaire in order for that to work.
That's right. Yeah, the kind of apartment you can afford, you can live in when you're in your 20s. You don't want to be living in when you're retired.
Yeah. So that's
of the many things. Yeah.
All right. Well, on that note of wishful thinking, that's it for today's speed round. Come back tomorrow for another question and visit parentingroundabout.com for all our group chats and other weekly episodes.